it seems that credit card defaults are up 50%. They're the highest they've been in 14 years. And guess what? It's right around the same time that I said just a month ago that we would get this news that would say credit card defaults are up and up, especially going into 2025, because people were spending money that they don't have. And I told you guys, you know what? We're going to talk about it in the video. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter, and it's free. It will give you tremendous value. That information also is in the description and pinned comment. And also, too, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I am your guy. I've been in lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that, and we're nationwide. That information is in the pinned comment and the description. Guys, listen, U.S. credit card defaults soar to highest level in 14 years. Now, look, I've said this over and over and over and over again, that this was going to happen.
Oh, you're probably right, as usual.
Because one, people weren't getting raises. People weren't getting more income. Income was not rising for individuals. Pay. That's what I'm talking about. Your pay was not keeping up with inflation. Your pay wasn't keeping up with everything that you're trying to buy at the stores. When you go out and buy that new car, when you go buy that new house, when you go buy food, everything is more expensive. And if you don't budget, again, if you don't budget and you don't say, I don't need this, I don't need that, it's a losing battle. And most people, what did they do? They replaced their income with credit card debt. Experts are sounding the alarm over a new report indicating credit card defaults soared this year, warning that the dam is about to break on American record high consumer debt. And again, this isn't surprising. We're in January, which we know what January is. This is return season. Everybody's going to be returning items that they didn't want, of items that they bought. They're getting rid of and returning those items. And listen, some of you guys need to return those items. You need to get your $300 back.
Take that back.
You need to get the debt, get that money back. And listen, when you get the return money back, don't go spend the money on something else. Put it back on your card. Let's say that again. If you get a return item, put it back on your card. Do not. And I know it's easy, guys. I know it's easy. You're going to put it right back on an Amazon credit, knowing dang well you're going to pay the minimum balance on the whole card. Why do that? And I've said this over and over again. And this holds true. There is no way that you should have been buying items on your credit card, knowing you only had $300 left, $500 left on your card on the maximum balance, meaning you're going to push it all the way up to maximum use, using your last $1,000 to buy Christmas gifts. Now, make that make sense. You're using your last $1,000 on credit card debt, 26% interest rate. You know, I know they tell you what's in your wallet. Debt. Debt. That's what's in your wallet. Debt, more and more and more debt.
You're broke.
During the first 9 months of 2024, lenders wrote off more than $46 billion in seriously delinquent credit card loans. That's an increase of 50% from the first quarters of 2023. That's the highest since 2010. Now, what are people going to tell you? They're going to say, Orlando, I don't care what you say. I just saw on CNN, they said the economy is great. Didn't you just hear? There was low jobs, right? A lot of people aren't getting laid off. Orlando, did you hear that 2025 is going to be the year of the interest rates getting back down to 4%?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, listen, I hear you. Everybody can have that opinion. That's great. No problem. But what do you see? That's the question. What do you see? Haven't we been down this road of people, matter of fact, you thought mortgage rates were going to go down. Well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let's show you. Let's see what's happening. If you think that was going to happen, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of January. And what do we get the news of? Mortgage rates rise again, finishing the year at 6.85%. Huh? Really? They also say that this is going to curb demand. Really? It's going to curb demand? So you're telling me high interest rates makes people not want to buy a home? Who would have ever thought of that?
Like and subscribe.
But again, these same people will tell you everything's fine. Don't worry about it. But yet everything is continuing to go up, up, and up. Again, you can listen to whoever you want. That's not my point. My point is to tell you, you can see things with your own eyes. I'm just confirming it for you. You have seen it yourself. You've spoken to your neighbors. You've spoken to your family members. And what have all of those individuals say?
Things are getting harder. Things are going up and up. Have you seen how much this costs? Have you seen how much that costs? Interest rates are higher.
And then we see this tweet here that says, breaking, U.S. credit card defaults jump to 46 billion in the first 9 months of 2024, the highest since 2010. Credit card defaults are now up over 50% year over year. Defaults of seriously delinquent credit card balances have more than doubled over the last 2 years. The bottom income consumers were hit the hardest due to years of elevated inflation and interest rates. The credit card debt bubble is popping. Yeah, of course it is. One of the things that I said earlier, probably 8-9 months ago, I was telling you guys, be careful. As we got closer to Christmas and the holiday season, what is it, the one thing that I said? I said, be careful because credit card companies will give out easy credit. They're going to give out easy credit. Capital One, all the rest of them, they're going to jump on board and they're going to say, hey, look, we know you need money for Christmas. We know you need money for Thanksgiving. We know you need money for the holidays in general. You want to go party on New Year's Eve? We understand you don't have the money for that. But guess what? We're going to give you $5,000 credit card at 27% interest. Don't worry. If you pay back all of the money before the month's end, you won't have to pay the interest back to us.
Oh, beautiful.
But if you do, then you can just pay the minimum balance. And a lot of you guys fell for the okie doke. A lot of you guys said, you know what? This is a good idea. Maybe I should go ahead and get that credit card with 27% interest. And then you said to yourself, I'm just going to have it for emergencies. That's the number one that I hear. I'm just going to have it for emergency, just for the emergency, tire blowout, something else. And what did you do? You filled it up with Chick-fil-A. Yeah, you filled it up with Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Yeah, $5,000 worth of fast food bills. $5,000 worth of Popeye's chicken, of Chick-fil-A. And then at the beginning of the year, we're going to have everyone say, I need to get in shape. Well, you just invested $5,000 at 27% interest into McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. You might as well have bought the stock. That's the truth. You might as well took the $5,000. The $5,000, this is a little bit too much, but the $5,000 that you said was for emergencies and then you bought it into fast food, you should have took the $5,000 and put it into the stock itself. You would have made more money and you would have been more healthier for it.
Fact.
But that's another subject. And then on top of that, a lot of people believe that these credit card companies are getting hurt by this. No, it's a risk that they're willing to take because at the end of the day, the $46 billion in defaults, a lot of these companies are going to write this off as bad debt anyway. It's a part of their tax strategy. They're going to lend the money, people who don't pay it back, they're going to write it off. But that does not get you off scot-free. That ruins you financially almost for the next 7 years or so. That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of you guys will think of it like, well, if they don't care, then I don't care. That's not the way to look at it. The way to look at it is do not get the credit card debt to begin with. Budget. Make sure that you don't put you and your family in a position of losing. Because that's what you're doing when you do that. When you spend $5,000 on fast food and restaurants and DoorDash, or your last $1,000 on Christmas gifts, when you know you don't have it.
I knew about it. I just didn't care.
That's what you're setting yourself up for. Financial destruction. You're setting yourself up for this individuals that I'm talking about that credit card defaults are up 50%. And this is the reason why I say, guys, this is going to get worse before it gets better. We are coming up to a bubble on so many ends. Now we're talking about a credit card bubble. We're having layoffs. Interest rates are higher than they've ever been in the last, year or so, 2 years, 3 years, whatever you want to say. But it continues to go up and up and up. The Fed can't control inflation. They're saying things like, oh, it's sticky now, when we've been known that for years. We've got a year full of tariffs and all this other stuff that's going to happen. And you're telling me You're telling me at the end of the day, you think that this is going to end good.
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
You think at the end of the day, we're going to come up at the middle of this year, or at the end of the year, we're going to go back like, wow, 2025, man, everybody made so much money. Everybody was so great. Everybody was doing good. Is that what you really think with all of these issues? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because remember, we still have to go through a transition period with the new administration. We still have to go through a transition period of trying to figure out inventory and the amount of people who are willing to buy. Now, isn't the group of individuals who wanted to buy, isn't it less now? Because these individuals are in debt. It's no longer about, can I afford a home? It's, can I afford my utilities? Can I afford a place to stay? Can I afford food? That's what it's about now. But anyway, guys, that was a serious rant. But seriously, though, this is information that you really need to pay attention to. And I try to break it down and give it to you in a way so that you truly can understand how important this stuff is. You don't want to be one of the individuals to get caught into this. When I see individuals send me comments, or you send me an email or a DM on Instagram or whatever it may be, when you tell me that you've paid off your debt and that you are not getting into credit card debt, it makes me so happy. It really does. It really makes me really happy when I hear individuals say that. I don't want you to get yourself caught in a financial situation to where you can't pay this stuff off and you dug a hole that's too deep for you to get out of. Hopefully you got value out of this content, but you know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you into your first rental property. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.